Good morning, dear children. I hope you all are fine and safe at home. Dear students, today we are going to start lesson number 1, that is Nicobobinus. Please keep your book opened on page number 15, lesson 1, Nicobobinus. In this lesson, there are first 2 chapters taken from a novel called Nicobobinus, which is written by Terry Jones. This chapter is written by Terry Jones. Dear children, Nicobobinus is a full novel. Clear? If you get chance, you can read it either from the library or online. If you get some way, you can read the whole novel. But here in lesson 1, only the first 2 chapters of the novel are taken. As well as being a writer of books and poems, he is also a comedian, actor, director and historian. This chapter is full of humor and adventure. Now, let us start the chapter. Dear children, as I explain you the chapter, the meanings of difficult words I will tell you. You can hold your pencils and you can write down in your book. So it will be easy for you to understand in a better way. I hope you all are ready with page number 15. Let us start. This is the story of the most extraordinary child who ever stuck his tongue out at the Prime Minister. His name was Nicobobinus. He lived a long time ago in a city called Venice, and he could do anything. This is the story of a boy, Nicobobinus. He was extraordinary child. He was very naughty. Can you ever imagine stucking out tongue at Prime Minister? But this naughty boy Nicobobinus did this once, and he lived in a city called Venice, and he could do anything. Of course, not everybody knew he could do anything. In fact, only his best friend Rosie knew, and nobody took any notice of anything Rosie said because she was always having wild ideas anyway. Nicobobinus' best friend was Rosie, and she was knowing that this Nicobobinus can do anything. But whatever Rosie was saying to someone, people were not believing that, because Rosie was another notorious one, and she was always having wild ideas in her mind. Wild ideas means all unusual ideas in her mind. One day, for example, Rosie said to Nicobobinus, "Let's pull up every single weed on your doorstep." One day, Rosie said to Nicobobinus, "Let us pull up all the unwanted plants from your doorstep." "Let's not," said Nicobobinus, which is what Rosie thought he would say. But Rosie was already knowing that Nicobobinus is going to deny. He will not be ready to pull up the weed from the doorstep. "In that case," replied Rosie, "let's discover the land of dragons." Now Rosie got another idea. As Nicobobinus was not ready to pull up the weeds, she gave another idea to discover the land of dragons. "Don't be daft," said Nicobobinus. "How can we do that?" Then daft means foolish or crazy. Then he said, "Don't be crazy. How is it possible?" "Because you can do anything," said Rosie. Rosie said, "You can do anything, so it is not impossible for you to discover the land of dragons." So the next morning, just as it was getting light, Rosie threw little pebbles up at Nicobobinus' shutters. Then early in the morning, Rosie remembered whatever they had planned, and she went to Nicobobinus' house, and she threw little pebbles, little stones on the window shutters. Nicobobinus was still half asleep when he looked out. When he heard the noise, he looked out of the window. He was still half asleep. "What's the matter, Rosie?" he asked. Nicobobinus asked Rosie about what she had come here. "Shh," whispered Rosie. "I have got the buns and the lemonade." She said that she is having buns and lemonades. Lemonade means the lemon juice. "What for?" asked Nicobobinus. "Supplies for the road," whispered Rosie. Whispered slowly, softly, she said, "These are the supplies for the road. As they were going to discover the land of dragons, they need something on the way to eat." So the smart girl Rosie took some buns and lemonade with her. "Where are we going?" asked Nicobobinus. "We are going to find the land of dragons," whispered Rosie. "Don't you remember?" Then Nicobobinus, whatever she said previous day, Nicobobinus did not pay attention on that. And early this morning, as Rosie came to his house, he was shocked and he asked for what she had come. Then she reminded him that they are going to discover the land of dragons. Then Rosie told, "Don't you remember? You forgot. Yesterday we talked about this." "Oh, I thought you might have forgotten about that," said Nicobobinus. Nicobobinus said, "I thought you forgot about that." "No fear," said Rosie. "It's one of the best ideas you have ever had." Then Rosie said, "No fear." She was knowing that he will forget very soon all these. "What about the weeding?" said Nicobobinus. Then Nicobobinus said, "Yesterday you were saying about the weeding, to pull up the unwanted plants from the doorstep." "Come on," said Rosie. Rosie said, "Forget about that. Come on, let us go to discover the land of dragons." So they set off through the early morning town. When they got to the end of the narrow street where they lived, they met a night watchman who said, "Where are you two going at this hour?" As they started going from there, night watchman saw them and asked them where these two children were going. "We are going to look for the land of dragons," said Nicobobinus. He told night watchman that they both are going to discover the land of dragons. "You can't do that at this time of the morning," said the night watchman. But before he could grab them, Rosie and Nicobobinus were sprinting away as fast as they could. Now, this Nicobobinus told him that they are going to discover the land of dragons, but this night watchman tried to stop them, but they did not listen. The night watchman was not able to grab them, to catch them, hold them. Rosie and Nicobobinus were sprinting away. Sprinting means run for a short distance at full speed. They ran very fast from that place. And they didn't stop running until they had crossed 3 bridges and tripped over a dog that was lying asleep under a garden wall. They kept on running so that the night watchman could not catch them. So as they were running, they didn't stop running until they had crossed the 3 bridges. Until they crossed the 3 bridges, they kept on running and tripped over a dog that was lying asleep. They tripped means stumbled over something. Okay, they tripped over a dog which was lying in the garden, under a garden wall. Rosie's bottle of lemonade smashed against the wall, and the dog leapt to its feet barking as if it had thought dog's doomsday had arrived. As they were running very fast, her bottle of lemonade smashed on the wall and it was broken. Then the dog leapt to its feet. They tripped over the dog. So dog also awoke, and he started barking, and he thought that the dog's doomsday had arrived. Doomsday means death of the world, or the world is going to end. In such a way, they tripped over the dog. Dog woke up and thought that the end of the world has come. For a moment, they were sure it was going to bite them. But then it noticed the two buns that had rolled into the gutter, and it wolfed them down, barked thank you, and ran off to tell its friends. Now, the Nicobobinus and Rosie thought that this dog is going to bite them, will attack on them. But by that time, this dog noticed that two buns rolled into the gutter, and his whole concentration was towards those buns. He went to that place. He went towards the buns, and he barked in such a way that he is thanking Nicobobinus and Rosie, and he called his friends. So dear children, I hope this much is clear to you. The remaining chapter we will cover up in the next class. Your homework is to read the chapter. Clear? Read the chapter carefully twice, 4 times to understand it in a better way. Thank you.